here at Forsythe Park. We got a contest between our visiting Tioga Indians against our own Neville Tigers. We'd like to introduce these young ladies to everyone present. This time, I will ask the Tioga team to line up along the first base path as I call your name. Number 4, Madeline Glaze. Number 8, Melissa Bird. Number 10, Jaylee Connor. Number 18, Emily Walford. Number 20, Ashton Nick. And number 21, Grace Maxson. Number 15, Abby Tropiel. Number 2, Caitlin Roberts. Number 12, Zoe Rowland. Number 25, Christina Lambert. Number 16, Conley Handley. Number 11, Bailey Middleton. Number 6, Lauren Taylor. Number 13, Kaylee Kute. And number 1, Megan Brown. Your Tioga Indians. And now for your Neville Tigers. Number 3, Austin Searles. Number 8, Shelby Carter. Number 12, Paris Shelton. Number 13, Madison Shelby. Number 14, Caroline Goody. Number 15, Emma Wilkinson. Number 21, Allison Ellerby. And now you're starting Tigers today at shortstop number 2, Bill Carter. In center field, number 6, Boogie Specs. In left field, number 4, Lady Mercer. In the circle today, number 22, KK Workshop. Behind the dish, number 23, Alice Rutledge. Holding down third base, number 11, Bree Roberts. Number 18 at first, Sarah K. Ellerby. At second base, number 5, Libby Dozier. And in right field, number 7, Stella Braddock. Your Neville Tigers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please join me by rising to your feet and lift up your caps as we honor our nation with our national anthem.
On back-to-back nights, we are live from the Paul McElroy Complex here at Carl Smith Field here in Forsythe Park in Monroe, Louisiana. Stewart, Shelby, and Will Anders here to bring you this afternoon's contest as Tioga has traveled up 165 to face off with your Neville Tigers. Tigers coming in after the win yesterday evening over Oak Grove. That improved their record to 13-14. They are sitting right at, I believe, the 21-22 seed.
22
in
is
the
what they're at.
Division One non-select playoff race. Tioga 19-3. At one point, it rattled off 17 straight wins before dropping a 5-4 decision to Caldwell Parish, but they sit at number 2 right there in the Division One select softball playoffs, or at least power ratings. So power points on the line here this evening as the Tigers face Tioga in district play. This is a non-district contest, but in district play, Tigers lose to Tioga just 2-0.
Yeah, good game last time. I'm trying to get some stats on that here in a minute.
But they face off here tonight in what is the final home game for the Tigers, at least before the playoffs get going. So glad you've joined us here on the Neville Tiger Network, and we are ready to get underway. KK Worsham in the circle for the Tigers. She's going to face Abby Troquil, the Tioga Indian shortstop. Abby takes a strike. The first pitch of the ball game. Troquil laces a line shot, but right at L. Carter.
The magnet's back.
And so one away now for Tioga. And Caitlin Roberts coming to the plate. Caitlin's the left fielder for Tioga this afternoon. Another looper. It's going to get down in front of Mercer and left for a base hit, and Caitlin Roberts is aboard. The first hit of the ball game. Defensively, the Tigers, KK Worsham in the circle, Alice Rutledge behind the plate. Over at first is Sarah Kate Ellerby. The second baseman is Lily Dozier. Third baseman's Bree Roberts. Shortstop L. Carter, Laney Mercer in left, Boogie Specs in center, and Stella Braddock in right field. Now Zoe Rowland squares to bunt as the runner goes down, and she is out at second base. Nice throw from Alice Rutledge as Caitlin Roberts kind of slid past the bag and reached back with her left hand. El Carter applies the tag, and now there are 2 gone for the Indians here early on.
Yeah, real good throw there by Rutledge, getting the first or second out here, top of the first.
The pitch was a ball, so it's 1-0 to Zoe. Changeup just misses. 2 balls and no strikes. Rowland, second baseman for Tioga.
We're here in the Sleepy Hollow top half of the first inning. Sleepy Hollow, going to 9th and Louisville, Monroe.
Zoe lifts this one into right field. Stella Braddock giving chase. Ellerby giving chase, but neither one of them can make it as the ball falls harmlessly to the turf.
I hope
now 2 balls and 1 strike on Rowland.
Hope everyone that came tonight brought their gnat spray, because I got out of my truck and they were already getting on me.
Yeah. One of the old coaches, a former coach at Tioga, Rowland laces this one into left center field. She rounds first hard, throw it coming in. The tag is in time, and Rowland is out. I think the Tigers caught a break on that call, but nevertheless, the throw beat her there. And that's going to do it for Tioga. No runs. There was 1 hit. There were no errors, and they leave nobody on base. We move to the bottom half of the first. No score here from Forsythe Park. We'll be back with more softball right after this.
All right, guys, that's the game plan. I think it's a winner. And by the way, if we sell a bunch of cars a day, I'm taking y'all to the Waffle House.
I guess it was about 1:30 when they came through those doors, and I was so excited because they came right down to my section.
The minute I saw Jim Taylor walk through that front door, I knew I had to get the order just right.
Seeing them come through those doors make me like them just that much more because they're just like one of us.
Bobby ordered a Texas bacon cheesesteak meal and a pecan waffle. This is their order right here.
Jim Taylor Buick and Waffle House. Now that's a real baller move right there.
Now go.
We return to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Neville coming to the plate here in the Williams Orthodontics bottom half of the first inning. It'll be L. Carter, Boogie Specs, and Laney Mercer. First three batters for the Tigers.
L. Carter.
L slaps a ground ball past the diving Roland at second base. Into center field it goes, and L has the Tigers' first hit of the ball game. L known to steal here. Defensively for Tioga, you got Christina Lambert in the circle. The catcher is Megan Brown. Over at first is Lauren Taylor. The second baseman, Zoe Rowland. Third base is Bailey Middleton. The shortstop is Abby Troquille. Out and left is Caitlin Roberts. The center fielder is Conley Hanley. And in right is Kaylee Kuti. That ball's hit hard and deep. It's going to be off the scoreboard. Boogie Specs with a two-run blast. And the Tigers have leapt out in front here early on in this one. A two-run shot. L. Carter comes in. Boogie Specs with a two-run home run. And the Tigers lead 2-0. A little early fireworks. A game that went about, let me check back, but I thought it went 4 or 5 innings before we even scored a run.
Yeah, we didn't score to the bottom of the
fourth
last night
against Oak Grove, and the Tigers already putting 2 on the board. And Laney Mercer coming to the plate.
First home run we've seen in 2 nights.
Tigers hit a few early on, and then it's kind of been quiet as far as the four-bagger route. And he takes that pitch for a strike. Laney went hitless last night, trying to change that here this evening, and she hits a looper, but right at the shortstop Troquille, who makes the catch, and Mercer's retired for the first out in the Tiger half of the first.
Mercer pops out to shortstop. One away now for the Tigers.
Now KK Worsham.
Batter now KK Worsham.
KK handling the pitching duties for Neville this afternoon. One misses a little low. 1-0 pitch is wide. 2 balls and no strikes. Now 3-0.
Here in the Williams Orthodontics bottom half inning. Visit Dr. Kevin Williams today with office locations in Monroe and El Dorado.
There's a strike. Okay, taken all the way there. 3 balls and a strike to Worsham. It's pitcher Christina Lambert tries to work out of this hole. Worsham pops this one up in the right field. Kaylee Kuti is there. She makes the catch. And after 2 straight hits, 2 straight fly balls, puts 2 outs on the board for Neville. And Alice Rutledge coming to the plate. Alice shows bunt. She does this kind of the slash. Can get a piece of that change up from Lambert.
It's always something good to work on, especially if you're a hitter that's very early on those pitches. Try to work late.
That one, little fastball, misses inside. In softball, you see a lot of different hitting styles. The slap hit, you see the slash. In fact, the slash kind of has made its way to the baseball field, as there's been a couple of Tigers, at least baseball Tigers, that have implemented that in a couple of different situations.
A lot of time you want to do slash. It's always, those hit and run type situations. Trying to move something, get the fielders moving there.
That's right. Get show bunt. Alice lifts this one foul out of play. It's going to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. 2 outs. Neville leading 2-0 in the bottom half of the first. Hot start if you're just joining us. L. Carter singled. The next pitch, Boogie Specs hit a 2-run home run off the scoreboard in the left. That ball bounces in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch fouled off, out of play again.
Oh, spider in the Family Solutions
Broadcast booth.
Yeah. Not letting them get a
Maybe
hold
need
of
to
me.
find an exterminator sponsor here on the network.
We're available.
Once again, the 3-2 pitch. It's high, ball 4, and Alice Rutledge going to take her base. Probably going to have a runner, a courtesy runner for the catcher. Let's see who's going to pop out.
Maybe Searles.
First, that is Austin Searles will run for Rutledge.
Rutledge draws the walk.
The Tigers have a runner on first with 2 outs for Bree Roberts. Bree Roberts had a big night yesterday as Bree hit that big 2 RBI double in the 6th to give the Tigers an extra cushion.
There's some good insurance there that last inning.
She also scored. She scored 2 runs and drove in 2 runs, and Tigers won 4-1. So,
be interesting to see if we see Searles here in motion.
Called strike on Bree. A 1 changeup. Stays up high. Now here's the 1-1. Foul back over the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Roberts. Bree didn't chase on that outside pitch. Evens the count up with 2 balls and 2 strikes. A rocket shot, but foul as Bree turned on that one. He got down the line quickly, but well foul. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one just outside as well. Roberts, a good eye there. Now full count and 2 outs. Austin Searles should be on the move here.
Yeah, I think Coach Joe should just let her know.
Okay, on the pitch here, Austin, on the pitch. Well, there's no pickoffs. You got to wait for it to let it leave her hand, and that ball is ripped into center field. Off the top of the wall it goes. Searles around second. The throw's going to come into the plate. That's going to allow Bree Roberts to end up at second base. So a single for Bree. She advances to second on the throw. Austin Searles moves to third. And that ball was inches from getting over the center field wall.
Yeah, hit the top of that wall, or right on the top edge of the wall.
Well, the Tigers with runners on second and third now. 2 outs, and Sarah Kate Ellerby up to the plate. Sarah Kate had a couple of RBIs herself. She doubled back in the 4th yesterday and then had an RBI ground out. So Sarah Kate making good contact here this week. Takes that pitch for a strike. The 0-1, chopper towards short. Troquil has it, up with it, over to first in time. That's going to do it for the Tigers, but they scratched 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors, and the Tigers left 2 runners on base. So 2-0 Tigers after 1. We'll be back after these messages.
at Parker Alexander, we obtain justice for those who've been injured due to the negligence of others. Whether that's in a car accident, a truck accident, wrongful death, we also make our community safer. We hold violators accountable.
Whether you're dining in or grabbing to go, at Nuke's, we love to share great food, to delight with new flavors, to celebrate every bite. Join us at Nuke's Eatery.
Winning is synonymous with Neville High School and Williams Orthodontics. Where the Neville Nation strives to finish strong on the field, court, or diamond, Dr. Kevin Williams and his staff share the same passion to deliver outstanding smiles to all patients in North Louisiana and South Arkansas. If you or anyone in your family are needing an orthodontic consultation, call the friendly staff at Williams Orthodontics to schedule an appointment so you too can be on the road to a winning smile. Williams Orthodontics says, "Go Tigers." 2-0 Tigers as we kick off the second inning. Tioga will send Lambert, Hanley, and Middleton to the plate. And Lambert takes one to the ribs. The first pitch hits her. And that's the second base runner for Tioga. Last base runner was thrown out at second, attempting to steal. Does that look like number 8? Number 4. That's number 4, Madeline Glaze.
Madeline Glaze, number 4. Next batter, Conley Hanley.
So now Conley Hanley comes to the plate. KK rocks and fires. There's a strike. Hanley laces a shot, but it's stabbed by Ellerby at first, and an easy double play as Ellerby steps on the bag. Nothing Glaze could do over there on a line drive that way.
You can't freeze on that one. No. I mean, you already got your lead.
Yeah, I mean, you're coming off. There's nothing you can do. It was glove side and that was to the bag side, and Ellerby stabs it, and there's 2 gone.
The batter now is
Bailey Middleton steps in with nobody on and 2 outs. There's a strike. Now 1 ball and 1 strike on the Indian third baseman.
Yeah, but like we said earlier, this is a really big game for both teams.
Ball kind of dribbled towards second. Lily Dozier flips it to first, but Middleton legs it out. Nice hustle down the line as Dozier had to come a long way to get it. It was off the end of the bat. Just couldn't flip it over there fast enough. And Middleton's aboard with an infield hit.
Yeah, that's in that almost Bermuda Triangle area.
That's
very
a tough
slow
play with
roller.
these 6. A diving effort by Carter. She can't come up with it. And back-to-back hits for the Indians. Give them a little life here. Middleton moves up to second. Lauren Taylor with the single right there. And Chad Johnson quickly out to talk to his pitcher. The second hit for Tioga here in the second. Now Kaylee Kuti, a right fielder for Tioga, coming to the plate. I'm talking with Coach Brad Woodard before the game. They said there's no seniors on this Tioga bunch. There are a lot of young players, just some are really expected to be more of a rebuilding year, but they rattled off 17 straight wins, and they're sitting at 19-3, and number 2 in the Division I Select Power Ratings.
Yeah, the heck of a rebuilding year.
Yeah. There's a strike. The QT. KK Worsham trying to battle herself out of a 2-out jam here. QT turns on that little inside pitch, fouls it off down the third baseline. She's down in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 change up. QT gets out in front of it. Elle Carter on her horse can't come up with it. The ball is bobbled in center, and Bailey Middleton races around from second and comes in to score. Tough play for Carter. I want to give QT a single. She ends up at first base. Lauren Taylor goes from first to third. That ball just kind of hit off the end of the bat on the changeup from KK. And Carter with a long run couldn't quite come up with that catch.
Now batting, Megan Brown.
Megan Brown now to the plate. Takes ball 1. You know, watch Elle so much. It's a play that, not saying that Elle couldn't have made it, but it was a tough play.
Yeah, you know, going against your body there. Tough one to make.
Another loopy fly ball, but it's going to be a little bit deeper. Boogie Specs is there, and that's going to do it for the Indians. They get a run back, but that's it. 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors, and they leave 2 runners on base. 2-1 Tigers. Tigers coming to bat.
Being a strong team means accomplishing great things by working together. Being a Neville Tiger means striving for excellence in all things. Origin Bank and Neville High School share a long history of making a difference in our community. Together with the Food Bank of Northeast Louisiana, we're able to provide meals to children, families, and seniors facing hunger in Northeast Louisiana. Origin Bank and Neville Tiger football, always a winning combination. Origin Bank, member FDIC.
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizza, 9, 12, or 14. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from, 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta bowls. We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the Subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
2-1 Neville as we start the bottom of the second inning, bottom of every inning here during baseball and softball, brought to you by Dr. Kevin Williams and Williams Orthodontics. Lily Dozier, Stella Braddock, Elle Carter due up for the Tigers here in the second.
Leading off for the Tigers, Lily Dozier.
Lily swings at the first pitch, fouls it away. Lily. Dozier, a freshman. I say she went. That was a quick one. I don't know if she did or not, but it's going to be a strike in the book. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 pitches up and away. Nice take there by Dozier. And Lambert throwing from that left side. First time we've seen a left-handed pitcher in a while, at least here at home. Called strike 3. There's one away.
Dozier down on strikes. Bring up Stella Braddock.
Now Stella Braddock. Stella 1 for 2 last night. Lambert starts her off with a changeup. Hangs up in the zone.
I think the Knights are getting on them Tioga outfielders right now. Keep seeing them swat.
They were swatting all night last night. One of the coaches was spraying some of that Amber Romance in the dugout.
Always got to have it ready.
Stella gets a piece of that one. Stays foul.
And a little cloudy tonight. No wind here at the ball field tonight.
Yeah, not much wind last night either, but a little bit more overcast.
I think a little rain expected tomorrow. Not much. Now I think they moved it mostly to Saturday, but still some clouds rolling into the area.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's in there. Strike 2 now. One-two pitch, change up once again, and that's one that Lambert's just had trouble placing. It seems like it's just getting hung up in her hand. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes for the Neville right fielder. Nice take there by Braddock. We'll fill up the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch. Stella gets a piece of it. Lambert with a nice fastball. Gets Braddock swinging. 2 down, and L. Carter led off the game with a single. Was driven in by Boogie Speck's 2-run home run. Carter, slap hitter, takes one up. Carter showed bunt, pulled it back, takes a pitch low and away. I think that was David Aaron of David Aaron's Mobile Detail coming by, blowing the old train horn he has installed on his truck.
Thought we were back at Karen Crow.
Pitch runs a little bit inside. Now 3-0 to L.
Gives me memories of the Crow Dome.
Yeah, the open-air Crow Dome. There's a strike called, the bottom of the zone. 3 balls and a strike. Now on Carter. Carter lifts this one into left field. Left fielder camped out underneath it. She's going to put it away. That's Caitlin Roberts. So the Tigers go down in order here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left.
Carter with a fly out to the left.
After 2 complete, Neville 2, Tioga 1. Stay tuned. Softball.
When Neville Nation craves delicious fast food, there's only one place that comes to mind: Sonic Drive-In on North 18th. Whether it's a breakfast toaster on your way to work or school, one of the many lunch combos, a mid-afternoon Route 44 cold drink, a pregame popcorn chicken, or a postgame Sonic Blast, the Sonic on North 18th Street has you covered. So drive through or park and wait for a friendly car hop today to find out why our Sonic is the Sonic on North 18th Street in Monroe. It's definitely Tiger approved.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases, every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
Good ball game early here from the Family Solutions broadcast booth as we enter the Sleepy Hollow Furniture top half of the third. Neville clinging to a 1-run lead over Tioga. Back to the top of the lineup we go, and Abby Troquil, she grounded out, or actually lined out to short. Her first at bat. It's a changeup, and that ball's hit hard and over the head and over the fence. Laney Mercer looked back. It looked like he might have called it the top of the fence, but Troquil makes it a tie ball game with a solo shot to left.
Yeah, right on that yin top edge, but it carried just a little bit over for that solo shot.
Home run ties the game now at 2.
Now Caitlin Roberts.
Next batter is Caitlin Roberts.
Caitlin singled back in the first, but was caught stealing. Caitlin takes that one low. Two and 0 now. Caitlin lifts this one deep to right field. Braddock at the wall, and it's gone. Back-to-back bombs from Tioga gives them a 3-2 lead. Wow. Now you're seeing maybe why they have that 19-3 record. These girls have hit the ball hard.
Yeah,
there's no strikeouts to this point. They went in order on some hard-hit balls in the first.
They came out hitting the ball tonight. Just a couple miscues.
That one was to the opposite field by Roberts. And now Zoe Rowland, who singled and was thrown out at second, trying to advance to second. Back in the first. Looks like Coach Dozier has moved Rutledge a little bit further away, trying to keep this away from these Tioga hitters. Now 3-0. Now Rowland put one off the wall her first time up. Ball 4. Now a runner on with nobody out. And Christina Lambert, the opposing pitcher, comes to the plate. She bats from the left side.
Rowland draws the walk to bring up the pitcher, number 25, Christina Lambert.
Lambert lifts one to left. Laney Mercer camped out underneath it. She's going to make the catch. Rowland retreats back to first, and the Tigers have an out here in the third.
Hey, what I've seen so far with these Lady Indians is they can hit it, and they can hit it hard.
They're aggressive, very selective.
1 on 1 out now for Tioga. Next batter, Conley Henley.
And Rowland, that's the first walk issued by KK. And she sits on first. Now Conley Hanley. Throw down to first, and let's see, I think Rowland might have got stepped on as Ellerby tried to turn and tag. She gets up gingerly over there at first. Sarah Kate over there issuing her apology for stepping on Zoe.
Coach
it definitely was unintentional. It was just a quick play, the old backside throw.
Yeah, Coach J.D. Donovan coming out, but looks like he won't be needed here.
There's a 1-0 pitch, stays up 2-0. Hanley at the plate. One out, a runner on first here. Tioga has plated 2 on back-to-back solo home runs, and they now lead Neville 3-2. Another hard hit ball, and it's foul. Will Enders is getting the full softball effect.
I wasn't the only one dancing there.
Yeah, no. I've been here all year. That one's fouled back into the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Hanley, but
first couple.
If you're learning that the empty ball bucket is the preferred instrument of choice by many of these softball teams, softball squads in the dugout, is that changeup?
Bang the drums all day,
and they do. Some of these young ladies are very talented of keeping the beat there, and it's
might have a profession after this.
It could be. You had that kid, I don't know, it might have been before you were born, that was famous over in Times Square. He was playing the buckets. But there's a lot of kids and some down in these big cities.
Earning a dollar. She getting.
Yeah, another little Zoe Rowland still getting checked on. Might just be making sure she didn't draw any blood over there on her arm. That's four balls as Hanley takes the walk. Rowland's going to move up to second. So now runners on first and second and 1 out, and Bailey Middleton, who singled and scored back in the second.
Now batting Bailey Middleton.
Middleton lifts one behind first base, and Lily Dozier had it. That's in fair territory. Ball's coming in. Nobody's going to score, but the error there at second is going to load the bases for Tioga. Long run, but fly ball that should have been caught. And now Lauren Taylor, who singled back in the second. Shoots this to L at short. She promptly throws it home, gets the force out. So Rowland is out at the plate. I think L might have, she had her hands up there at the end thinking she didn't tag her, but I mean, then she realized it was a force. I don't think Alice had a chance to get the runner at first to go 6-2-3. This ball's hit high and foul down the third base line.
Yeah, that's one of those tough plays there for Rutledge. You know, you really don't want to force any errant throw with the close play.
Yeah,
at
make
one
sure
run.
you get the out first,
Yes.
especially the one at the plate, and that was done. So Kaylee Kuti now at bat with bases loaded and 2 outs now as KK Worsham tries to get the Tigers in the dugout, just down 1. A ball and a strike to QT. QT in the 8-hole. She singled back in the second and drove in a run. KK be a little bit more wary of that strike zone since a couple of balls started flying out of here. Here's the 2-1 pitch. QT lifts this one. It's going to be down and left. Ball drops in front of Braddock. Couldn't quite get to it. 2 runs are going to come in and score. And another couple of RBIs for QT. Hanley scores and Middleton scores. Both runners were going with 2 outs on contact. And now Taylor advances to third and Megan Brown to the plate. Brown flew out to center her first time up. Now 5-2 rather. Tioga. Worsham's pitch slides a little too far inside. Yeah, I think Megan Brown, one of the 4 freshmen starting for Tioga.
I think she is.
A lot of, we said a lot of youth here on Tioga's squad. So you see what they got going now. They're going to see them at least for another year.
They'll remain in district.
Three 3-0 now on Brown, and got to go after Brown here. You're going to face Abby Troquil. We're back to the top of the lineup. Abby, who led off the inning with a solo home run. There's a strike. Going to force Megan here to earn her way on base. Yep. Another walk issued. That's the 3rd walk of the inning for Worsham. That's going to load the bases for Troquil.
Have a courtesy runner here, number 8 coming in for the Lady Indians. Coach Johnson.
That's Melissa Bird. As Coach Johnson, the Tigers are going to have a pitching change here. It looks like Stormy Tartar is going to come in. But that's 8 Melissa Bird running. So, all right, pitch and change here. Stella's going to come in. I would assume that Stella stays at flex. And Stormy Tartar will be the new pitcher for Neville. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back right after these messages.
You were an entrepreneur before you knew what an entrepreneur was. The boss of every stuffed animal in the toy box. The kid who had strategy and passion from day one. You ran a lemonade stand that actually turned a profit. Every day, Origin helps people like you who've always had the vision to see the full potential of any idea and make it happen. Connecting people to their dreams is our passion. Every great relationship has an origin story. Start yours today.
All right, after the quick pitch and change timeout, Stormy Tartar in the circle for the Tigers. KK Worsham moves to right. Braddock comes in. And I believe Braddock's going to end up being the flex. We'll confirm that as we get down the lineup. We're back at the top of the lineup. Abby Troquil with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Will be the first batter for Stormy Tartar, and she paints the outside corner with a strike. Here's the 0-1. It's high. Ball gets past Rutledge. Another run comes in. There's Lauren Taylor scoring. Fifth run of the inning for Tioga. Now second and third and 2 outs. 2-1 count. Troquil hits this one high into the left center field gap. Laney Mercer can't come up with it. Troquil will have a bases clearing double. The ball hung up, and it looks like Boogie and Laney were unable to communicate there, and the ball just kind of drifts over Mercer's glove. And Troquil with a 2 RBI double. And Tioga has blown this thing open here in the third. Should be 8-2 by my calculations. There's a strike to Caitlin Roberts. Fourth hit of the inning for Tioga. Runner goes as the ball drifts away from Alice. Now runner on third and 2 outs. Three and 1, the count on Caitlin. That's high ball 4. First walk issued by Tarter, with the fourth walk issued this inning. And Zoe Rowland.
Roberts draws the walk to the plate. Zoe Rowland.
Rowland, one of only 2 Lady Indians not to have scored here in the third inning. Swings at that pitch. Here's the 0-1. It's up. 1-1. Yeah, Rowland and Lambert, the only 2 Indians who haven't scored this game. As that ball gets away from Rutledge, and look at Caitlin Roberts go. She went from first to third.
A heads-up play there by
on a
Roberts.
pass ball. Troquil comes in to score. Now he's 8-run inning. Pitch swung on and missed. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Zoe Rowland. Caitlin Roberts standing on third. The Tigers get out of the third. Now 3-2. Uh-oh, Caitlin Roberts getting a little too aggressive. And she is safe as she dives back into third. But obviously Caitlin's got a little speed.
She was aggressive there.
3-2 now the count on Rowland. She singled it back in the first and walked already once here in the third. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat, but right at Sarah Kate Ellerby, and the Tigers have finally retired the side. Let's see, let's count this up. 8 runs on 4 hits. There was an error, and they left 1 runner on base. So we move to the bottom half of the third, 9-2 Tioga. We'll be right back.
Football has been America's favorite pastime. Jim Taylor Buick GMC understands keeping traditions alive. Cheers may change, mascots may change. One thing remains the same. The best seat at the game will always be the tailgate of a vehicle from Jim Taylor.
If you've lost a loved one through the fault of someone else, call Parker Alexander today or visit parkeralexander.com for more information or to schedule an appointment.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Well, an 8-run third is putting the Tigers in a pretty big hole here. 9-2, they trail. It's going to be Specs, Mercer, and Worsham due up for the Tigers here in their half of the third.
Leading off the Neville in the bottom of the third.
Specs homered in her only at bat thus far. Takes a strike there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lifted. Short right field. Big run. The right fielder, QT, but ball's going to get down safely. Now 0-2 to Boogie. Lambert, who struggled a bit early on in this one, has really settled in. Pitch misses, though.
Neville and Franklin Parish baseball just now.
Kicking off. Warhawks.
They got the
go down or travel down I-20. Visit with the Bulldogs at Louisiana Tech.
Be a good game out at the Love Shack tonight.
Boogie rips a shot in the center. But Hanley is there to make the catch, and there's one gone.
Specs lines out to center field.
Now Laney Mercer. Laney lined out to short, her first time up.
Laney Mercer.
A strike on the outside corner. Changeup misses. Here's a 1-1 from Lambert. Mercer lifts this one into right. Late jump, but Kuti makes up for it, makes the catch, and there's two gone.
Mercer lines out to right. Round number 2.
Now KK Worsham. KK flew out to right. Her only at bat. Okay, fouls this one into the Tiger dugout. We'll be back on the air tomorrow as Neville Baseball
takes on
welcomes. Who do we welcome?
Claiborne Christian.
Claiborne Christian for senior night. We'll tune in on the network.
That's our last event of the week.
Yeah, it's been a busy week as KK lifts this one high into center field. Hanley's there to make the catch. That's going to do it for the Tigers. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 3 complete, Tioga 9, Neville 2. We'll be back right after this.
Call David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash for all your detailing and power washing needs and soft washing capabilities too. They detail cars, trucks, ATVs, UTVs, boats, and even planes. They offer commercial and residential hot water power washing on nearly all surfaces including concrete, wood, and stucco. Give them a call 547-3233 or visit them online at davidsmobiledetail.com or stop by 2501 Washington Street in Monroe. David's Mobile Detail and Wash, proud supporter of Neville Tiger football.
Eason Portable Buildings is now Eason Manufacturing. New name, same quality service with almost 60 years experience serving the Arklamas. And with Eason Manufacturing, quality is second to none. Buy pre-made from one of our mini lots or custom order yours today. Choose your colors, choose your size. You design it, we build it. Eason Manufacturing, serving the Arklamath since 1961.
Tioga played at 9 in the third. As we move to the fourth here. Tigers, let's see if they can't hold down this hot-hitting Lady Indian squad. You know, we were talking over during the break, and this, 6 of the 8 runs they scored came with 2 outs, following an error. As you just talk about the trends in there, it's like 2-out walks, 2-out error, something like that.
They always come back to bite you.
It almost always does. Lambert comes to the plate. The lead off the fourth for Tioga. It's Lambert, Hanley, and Middleton.
The 2 things you never want are 2-out errors and leadoff walks.
2-out walks, too. That's maybe.
Yeah.
But Lambert fouls that one out of play. Anything bad with 2 outs, you never want that.
Just get the last out.
Try to get that last out. Last out's hard to get. Here's the 1-1. This is a little bit low. 2 balls and a strike. We talked about Lambert. After a shaky first, has retired the last 7 Tigers she's faced in the circle. She turns on that one.
Ooh.
Took a limb off a magnolia tree down there over the just past the first base dugout. A little mental note to Stormy not to put one there again.
Poor tree.
Garden District Beautification Board's going to come over here and
they won't
file
like
a complaint. This ball hammered to second. It's going to be off the glove of Dozier. And Lambert's going to reach first on the error.
I do see one bloom over there on that magnolia tree.
There's a couple of them. They're starting to pop out.
Yeah. Warmer weather coming around the corner after that little Easter
cold snap. That's going to be number 4, Glaze, Madeline Glaze running it first for the pitcher Lambert.
Glaze running for the pitcher.
Conley Hanley takes that one up and away.
Batter is Conley Hanley.
The center fielder for Tioga. Ball gets away from Rutledge. Throws down to second. Not in time to get Glaze. Now 2 balls, no strikes on Hanley. A runner on second, nobody out. Two-0 pitch. Slides a little outside. Four-pitch walk. Now Bailey Middleton. Middleton's singled and reached on an error, so officially 1 for 2, but she scored 2 runs.
Which runners in first and second, nobody out. Here in the 4th inning, and the next batter is Bailey Middleton.
Middleton squares pulls it back, takes the pitch for a ball. One O's inside. Nice scoop there from Alice. Three 0. There's a strike from Tartar. Ball's low. Ball 4. That's going to load the bases. And a visit from Coach Chad Johnson to the circle.
Full of Indians. Next batter is Lauren Taylor.
I think Coach Johnson's out there to just talk to her and say, hey, let's throw it over the plate. I mean, that's basically it. Let them hit it. I mean, these girls, they've gone through. We're in the 4th. They have yet to strike out.
They are going to hit the ball. It's just you got to make plays behind them.
That's right. And the Tigers have
got to trust your defense.
Committed a couple of errors here and had some misplayed balls. Don't show up as errors in the score book, but misplayed.
I call them sometimes mental errors.
The ball's hit high into center field. Boogie Specs going back to the wall. Makes the catch over her right shoulder. Nice run and catch by Boogie. Taylor will have a sacrifice fly as Glaze comes in to score from third. But a nice running catch there from Boogie. Or that would have been more runs.
Yeah, again, trusting your defense there, knowing. And Boogie there, very good play, knowing where the wall is. Has her hand out. And
it was right at the wall. So Hanley moves to third. Middleton moves up to second. And now Kaylee Kuti comes to the plate. Kaylee, 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs. She scored a run back in the 3rd as well. Kuti pops this up to L. It's short. She easily makes that catch. Now 2 gone. And the Tigers are an out away from getting out of this one. Only allowing a run.
Pops out to short. 2 away now. Runners from 2nd and 3rd for Tioga. Batter now the catcher, number 1, Megan Brown.
There's a strike on Megan Brown. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Called strike 2 on the outside corner. Here's the 0-2. Tapped, a little swinging bunt. It's going to be a tough play for Bree, and she's not going to be able to make it. Might have been unintentional, but perfect placement by Brown with the infield single. Hanley comes in to score.
Looks like we'll have a runner for her. That's going to be number
8, Melissa Bird. The second run comes across for Tioga. That's the first hit of the inning for the Lady Indians. And it's 11-2. Here in the top of the fourth. We're back to the top with Abby Troquil. She's had a decent day. 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. 3 RBI.
Not too shabby for a day.
It's not done. Here's the 0-1. Inside, a ball and a strike. Actually 2-0. I was trusting the scoreboard for the first time tonight, and the scoreboard was wrong. I have to spot check it later. Now 3-0 to Trickwell.
Whoever runs the graphics on the network, he's sometimes right.
I wasn't even looking now. I'm sitting here with the scoreboard in my view.
Sometimes I'm not, though.
Can't trust any of y'all. It's 4-pitch walk issued to Trickwell. There's really nowhere to hide here in the top of this lineup as Caitlin Roberts comes in. She's 2 for 2 with a single and a home run. She walked her last time up. Now the bases are loaded once again, this time with 2 outs for Caitlin Roberts. Ball 1. Roberts pops this up. It's straight back, and it's on top of the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Actually bounced back into play from the corner of the press box.
It would be a foul ball no matter what.
That's correct.
Can't use that to its advantage.
In the old Little League days, every now and again I was thrown into the catcher role. I used to like to catch it off the screen because it had the
protection.
You didn't have these nets that kind of killed everything, but they had the chain links. Just a challenge as that ball ripped down third but foul. Two balls and 2 strikes now. The count on Roberts.
2s all around here.
Caitlin Roberts, where's number 2?
Hey.
Hey.
Too many 2s at once.
Change up. Ooh, just misses. That's a pitch the Tigers would have liked to have. Runners are moving. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Bases loaded here. This ball hit high over into the right center gap, and it's over the tree in center field. Grand slam. Caitlin Roberts' second home run of the afternoon.
Caitlin Roberts with the grand slam.
That's going to extend the lead for Tioga to 15-2. Wow. Borderline pitch and then a grand slam.
That's just tough right there.
That's the
6th run this inning and
6th run this inning, but the 11th run
since the error.
Actually, they've scored 12.
14.
Well, they've scored 12 with 2 outs.
Oh.
You let me finish my stat.
I'm just going to shut up.
12 with 2 outs. Zoe Rowland now comes to the plate.
Baseball team up 5-0 in the first inning.
That's just the second hit, as that ball is a fair ball. Rutledge up from the crouch is going to make the play and retire Rowland. And that's going to do it for Tioga. Tioga with 6 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and nobody left on base. 15-2, Tioga. Well in control of this one. We'll be back for the Neville half of the 4th right after this.
We know you. You were the kid in the garage taking everything apart just to see how it worked. The teenager who stayed up late brainstorming and put it all in a business plan. You knew how to build a great team and then lead it. Origin helps entrepreneurs like you every day, from the corner of the garage to the corner office. Connecting people to their dreams is our passion. Every great relationship has an origin story. Start yours today.
If you've been injured in an accident, you could be compensated in several different areas. You may have personal physical injuries. You may have financial injuries. You may have lost wages. These are all things that we can put our experience to work for to help you here at Parker Alexander.
This is why I run.
Well, 6 runs last inning for Tioga. That added to their lead. It's 15-2. Tigers gonna have to do a little work to mount a comeback in this one. After a hot start, they're up 2-0 after 1, and then we mentioned last inning Tioga scored 12 runs with 2 outs over the last 2 innings.
Yeah, that's a
tough road to hoe here, but Alice Rutledge is going to try to do a little something about it. And she steps in to face Lambert. And there's a strike.
Yeah, Tioga's done about everything you wanted to after going down 2-0 early in that first inning.
Well, there's been, like we said, Tioga yet to strike out. And now Zoe Rowland's the only Lady Indian not to score. She's been on base, but she got thrown out at the plate. That was how.
She almost got there.
She almost got to score. Now 1-1 the count on Alice Rutledge.
First pitch, ball or strike.
1 ball, 1 strike on Rutledge. Just misses the outside corner. House fouls that one off the pole. Well, even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's Lambert with the 2-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and there's 1 gone.
Rutledge dead on strikes to bring up
Now Bree Roberts to the plate. Bree singled back in the first. was stranded at second. Lambert starts Bree off with an off-speed pitch. But off the mark. Big cut there by Bree. She gets a piece of it. Now 1-1.
This way, that way, who knows which way. Pointing in all directions.
Well, that ball's hit high into left. Left fielder for Tioga going back at the wall, makes the catch. Bree got under that one just a little bit, and Caitlin Roberts was able to get back and make the catch.
Yeah, that's one of those hits.
Outs here in the fourth.
It's one of those hits. You wish you had that south wind today.
Exactly. Now Sarah Kate Ellerby, who grounded out back in the first.
Now batting number 18, Sarah Kate Ellerby.
That's 9 straight Tigers retired by Lambert. Now 2-0.
Ball gets past the pitcher into center field. Get it safely back to the circle.
Pitch is up. Well, 3-0. Here's a 3-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. Ball grounded back up the middle for a base hit. And Sarah Kate Ellerby has broken that streak with a 2-out single. Now Lily Dozier to the plate.
Brings up Lily Dozier.
Dozier struck out back in the second. Well, he takes that one high for ball one.
Did find out some information on that Oak Grove pitcher last night.
Okay.
She was a 7th grader.
She was a 7th grader?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Ball chopped towards first. The first baseman, Taylor, stabs it, steps on first, and that's going to do it for the Tigers. No runs on one hit. There were no errors, and they leave one runner on base. Played 4 here at the Paul McElroy Complex. Tigers trailing Tioga 15-2. We'll be back with more right after this.
For over 140 years, football has been America's favorite pastime. With each season, traditions are passed down from one generation into the next. Much like one of our favorite pastimes, Jim Taylor Buick GMC understands the importance of keeping traditions alive. Cheers may change, mascots may change, rivalries may change, but one thing remains the same. The best seat at the game will always be the tailgate of a vehicle from Jim Taylor.
Come experience what we're all about at Jim Taylor Buick GMC, now in Monroe.
Defensive changes for the Tigers. Now pitching.
KK Worsham back in the circle for the Tigers. Stella Braddock re-enters into left. Alice Rutledge moves to right field. And Laney Mercer now catching for the Tigers. So that's Stella Braddock in left.
First batter for Tioga here in the top of the fifth inning.
So the pitcher, Christina Lambert's going to lead things off for Tioga here in the fifth. You know, in softball, you can re-enter the pitcher.
More
things. You
learning more stuff.
You weren't expecting that one, were you?
No. It's like, what's she doing back out there? No. But I forget.
Lambert fouls that one off the end of the bat.
You don't have pitch counts in softball either, so.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So she has to stay in the game.
She could be the flex.
Okay.
Pitch misses wide. 2 balls and a strike.
My softball knowledge is growing tremendously over the past 2 days.
I'm glad you joined us here. Ball tapped towards second. Dozier up with it. Throw overs in time, and there's one gone. So now Conley Hanley to the plate. He's 0 for 1, but was walked twice and scored both times she reached base. Hanley lines this one backhanded nicely by Elle Carter. Shades of the first inning creeping up here in the fifth. As there's 2 quick outs for the Indians.
2 up, 2 down for Tioga, and the next batter.
Bailey Middleton. Middleton, 1 for 2. She reached on an error back in the third, singled in the second, walked in the fourth. So she's been on base 3 times and scored all 3 times. (1-0). Shot right back through the middle. Middleton, the 2-out single here in the fifth. It's going to bring up Lauren Taylor. Taylor, 1 for 2. Actually, 1 for 1. She had a fielder's choice and no, 1 for 2 with the fielder's choice. She had a sacrifice. She drove in a run back in the fourth. Taylor lifts this one and hits it hard, but right at Braddock. That's going to do it for Tioga in the fifth. So a quick inning, no runs, 1 hit, there were no errors. And they leave 1 runner on base. 15-2 Tioga. Tigers need to score 4 to stay. Let's see if they can do it right after these messages.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
Truck accidents are different from car accidents. With trucks, you've got federal regulations that may apply all over the land. You need an attorney who's experienced in handling these cases, who knows all those federal laws, and has years of experience fighting for our clients. Truck accidents are different from car accidents. With trucks,
Whether you're dining in or grabbing to go, at Nukes, we love to share great food, to delight with new flavors, to celebrate every bite. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
Tigers trailing by 13. They got to score 4 to stay. Stella Braddock, L. Carter, and Boogie Specs due up for the Tigers. First two batters of the evening. The only two that scored as L singled to lead off the game. Boogie Specs hit one over the center field fence and made it 2-0, and then it's
all Lady Indians.
All Lady Indians after that. Lambert's still in there. Fires a strike to Stella.
What's your name? Eli what? David, your dad?
5-3 now in Winsboro. Still in the first inning, bases loaded.
Oh, this ball lifted into foul territory. It's going to get down safely. Stella will have another crack at it.
Looks like there's lots of errors so far in that baseball. 6 in the first inning.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, 6 errors.
Who?
Between the two teams in Winsboro.
All right, an ugly start there in Franklin Parish.
Yeah, getting that after 10 innings Monday.
Change up. Stella able to get a piece of it.
Probably running a little low on pitching.
Yeah, it's the Neville's 4th straight baseball game.
The 3rd straight this week. They'll have one more tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, 3 out of 4. I keep forgetting it's Wednesday, not Thursday.
Yeah, we haven't made that far yet.
Stella fouls another one, hanging tight in there. Braddock calls time. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Lambert. Fouled off again. Good at bat so far here for Stella. One of those 5 Tiger seniors. First ball of the at-bat. An off-speed pitch stays down in the zone. The 1-2 pitch, fouled off again. Braddock not going down without a fight. 1-2, fouled off again. Braddock, I believe that might have been, I think that was the 10th pitch of the at-bat.
She's putting up a quality one here.
Mm-hmm. This would get on Guerrero's board, a little QAB.
Oh, absolutely. You want 6 with no strike, or not a strikeout, 10 or 9 plus with the strikeout would be.
There's a shot up the middle through for a base hit, and Braddock with a great at bat. It's her first hit of the ball game, and really, just the third hit or fourth hit for Neville here tonight. So a runner on and nobody out for Elle Carter. Elle has one of those 4 hits. She singled and scored in the first, 1 for 2 for the afternoon. First pitch outside for ball 1. Elle tries to lay down a bunt. It's a piece of it. Elle always a tough out. Takes that one downstairs. 2-1. Here's a 2-1 to Carter. It is past a diving second baseman. That's Roland. Can't come up to it with it, and back-to-back hits for the Tigers. For Boogie Specs. A good start here for Neville. Trying to extend this one. They got a plate 4. I know Boogie can get 3 of those 4 with one swing. She's already hit one over the fence this afternoon. She flew out to deep center her last at bat. Grounded towards third. Third baseman steps it on third, and it's going to be past the first baseman. Throw comes in late. Carter's going to hold up at third, but Boogie is going to reach first on the fielder's choice and then advance to second on the error.
Specs with the fielder's choice.
Carter moves up to third. Braddock is out at third with the unassisted play. And now Laney Mercer to the plate with 1 out and runners on second and third. Mercer steps up and slaps a single into right. Carter comes in to score. Boogie Specs going to hold up at third, and Laney ends up at second after the throw comes to the plate. Well, the Tigers getting a little something going here in the 5th. Mercer drives in a run.
So we'll have a runner.
Yeah, Laney will get a runner now that she's catching. That's Austin Searles, and a run for her.
Searles, courtesy runner for the catcher. Mercer.
The Tigers don't want to. You're going to hold Boogie up. There's no sense in making that out at the plate.
Yeah, especially like with one out here.
Yeah, with one out and you're down 3. You need every run you can get. And with one out, well, I guess the keep it going run is at the plate, and that's KK Worsham, and KK can hit the ball out of the park as well. Anybody that walks up to TNT by AC/DC has a little pop in the bat.
Absolutely. It's a fire song.
Fiery, that's right. All right, here we go. One out, runners on second and third for KK. Hard shot off the glove of the shortstop. One run is in. Here comes Austin Searles, and she's going to score. I'll give Worsham a single on that as the hop.
That's a hard hit ball there.
That's right. So Searles comes in to score. Boogie Specs comes in to score, and the Tigers have plated 2 here. A 2 RBI single for Worsham. And now that's number 14 for the Tigers in there to run. Number 14 in to run for Neville. That's Caroline Doobie. And now a pitching change coming for Tioga. The Tigers have plated 3 here in the 5th. That's the 4th hit of the 5th, and it's going to be the end for Christina Lambert, but a heck of a game thrown by that young lady. Looks like that's going to be number 2 coming into pitch. Caitlin Roberts out of left. Let's see where they put Lambert. Looks like Lambert's going to go to first. The first baseman, Lauren Taylor, I'm assuming is going to go out to left, as we saw her with all that speed. So that's going to be your changes for Tioga, and the Tigers with just one out, runner on first. That runner is a big runner if the Tigers want to extend this game and maybe have a shot at coming back.
Absolutely.
You got the pitcher out of the game that's really held you down. And Alice Rutledge comes to the plate. Alice 0 for 1 with a walk.
Next batter for Neville. Number 23, Alice Rutledge.
First pitch in there for a strike from Caitlin Roberts. Alice fouls this one into the Magnolias. 0-2 now. Roberts from the right side. A little change of pace from Lambert. That one a touch low. Now here's the 1-2 pitch. inside, 2-2. Roberts put that right in on the hands of Rutledge. She is able to get the handle of the bat on it. She stays alive here in the 5th. Tigers have played it 3 runs. Need one more to keep this game going. Pitch stays inside. Well, the count goes full to Alice. Three-two pitch, swung on and missed. Rutledge goes down for out number 2. Nice little running fastball there from Roberts. The Tigers are down to their final out.
Out number 2, next batter.
Bree Roberts now coming to the plate. She's 1 for 2. Singled in the 1st and flew out in the 4th. Caroline Doobie at first presents the "we can stay" run. Roberts fouls that one out into the street, into the trees.
Yeah, big run there at first.
See if they'll do anything to maybe move her up here. Hard to score from first in softball. Big secondary there from Doobie.
Pitch, see maybe.
Well, without, obviously a home run, but the 200-foot wall, it's got to bang around a little bit.
Absolutely.
1-1 is lifted to short, and that's going to do it. Abby Troquil makes the final out for Tioga, and they're going to win this one by the score of 15-5, and that's going to close out the Tigers' home games for the regular season. So we'll be waiting to see where the Tigers will go. They should be on the road in the playoff, first round of the Division I non-select playoffs after this one. But we'll definitely keep you abreast on that. Follow us on all of our social media, on Twitter and Facebook and that stuff. And once we know something, we'll let y'all know something. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night, senior night, over at Embanana Field for baseball as Claiborne Christian crosses the river to tangle with the Tigers. But we appreciate you tuning in here this evening in the Neville Tiger Network and all season for Neville Tiger softball here on the network. We look forward to seeing you in the playoffs. So once again, final score here from the Paul McElroy Complex. Tioga 15, Neville 5. For Will Enders, I'm Stewart Shelby saying good night. We'll be back on the air tomorrow. We'll see you then.